This is a great day for BYU and BYU football. My name is Brian Santiago. I'm the Director of Athletics, and super grateful to be here with all of you. We're grateful that you'd take the time to be here and to cover this. We're going to start today. Keith Vorkink, the Advancement Vice President, is going to read a statement from the President of our university, C. Shane Reese. Keith.
Thank you, Brian. I'm also super happy to be here. It's a great day for Brigham Young University. President Reese is traveling. Invited me to read this statement. In many ways, Kalani Sitake is the public face of Brigham Young University. He leads our most prominent athletic team, and you couldn't ask for a better exemplar of the Christ-centered values for which this university stands. In saying that, I also communicate the great trust and confidence of BYU's Board of Trustees that they have in Kalani Sitake's unwavering commitment to BYU's mission, which helps to build student athletes who learn by studying and by faith. Someone recently said that BYU wants to win, but BYU wants to win as a family. Kalani is family, and we couldn't be more pleased that he'll be staying at BYU for all the right reasons and leading our football program into the Big 12 championship this week. And I'll just second President's words. We're so excited for all that Kalani represents and for the future of him leading our football program.
Thanks,
Thank
Keith.
you, Pete.
Thanks. This, as I mentioned, is a pretty exciting day, and we're really excited to announce that Kalani Sitake is going to be BYU's football coach long into the future. We, as an athletic department and university, are making a significant investment to make sure that we have a football program that is set up and prepared to have success for the future. One of the things that's been most impressive in this process is what Kalani really is all about. This is a great football coach, but this is one of the great people on planet Earth. He's committed to everything that's good. He's committed to not only running a first-class football program, he's so committed to his staff, everyone in the building. He cares about every single person that is part of this program. And maybe most importantly, he's all in for these players. There weren't very many times in this process that he was talking about himself, talking about his own compensation. He was talking about, I want to take care of all the people around me. And that's what tells you a lot about Kalani Sitake. The other part of this that's pretty awesome is Kalani is in this with his family. Not only Timberly, his amazing wife, and his children, but his dad. And Pops is right back there. He's a big part of this program too. And we're grateful to you, Pops. Grateful to you for your commitment, not only to this program, but for raising such a great man in Kalani. I just want to add too, when you get in the trenches of college athletics, you want to do it every day with people that you love and that you can actually have a great time with. And I'm most excited about walking the path with Kalani and continuing to see him build men that aren't only going to do incredible things on the football field, but he's preparing these young men to go and change the world. And the culture that he's built here is second to none. And we're not just investing in a football program. We're investing in Kalani Sitake. I'm grateful to be here and sit next to him as the athletic director, but more importantly as a friend and a confidant. Let's go.
Appreciate it. Thank you for everyone being here, and I appreciate that, Ryan. Thank you, Keith. Kind words from President. First of all, I just want to express my gratitude to our President, President Reese, and our Vice President, Keith Vorkink, and then also our Athletic Director, Brian Santiago, their leadership, and just doing this. I mean, if I'm being honest, I just wanted to be here long. That's what it's all about. I've had amazing mentors along the way, including Lavelle Edwards and Kyle Whittingham, who like sticking where they're at, and I appreciate all their examples to me. And so this is a place that I want to be for the long run. And luckily, I grew up cheering for this team, and I played here too. So it helps to play for the legend Lavelle Edwards. I also want to show my gratitude and appreciation to the leadership of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for allowing us to be a great partner in the Big 12, but also to function well as a program. And the goal here was for me not only to be here for a long time, but also to take care of my coaching staff and my support staff. And this allows us to do that, and also to take care of our players. So there's a strong commitment from the university to do those things, and that speaks to my heart. And so that was easy for me to agree to do that if they took care of my people, like Brian said. And then I want to express my love to my family. Pops, and all my family. I mean, I got tons of cousins, you guys know. Even some that claim me that we're not blood related, but it's okay. But thankful to all my family. I've been raised by a village, and I hope I can make them proud. And so with that, also want to express my love and appreciation to my best mentor. That's my wife, Kimberly, and my 4 children, Sky, Sadie, KK, Kalani Jr. we call him too, and then our baby girl Sylvia. So they've been amazing throughout the whole process, and they're the best supporters for us, and I appreciate them. Also want to tell the players how much I love them. They're amazing, and they make my job so enjoyable, and I love being around them. And being their coach has made me a better person the last 10 years, and I got a lot more improvement to make. So I plan to be around for a while to get better. But I'm so proud and honored to be their coach, and I'm honored that I get to learn from such wonderful young men. And then and finally, I just want to. I mean, goes to everybody. Just thankful for everyone here at the university. I've had amazing support from everyone involved. I mean, I have amazing mentors all over the place, championship coaches, and championship people in the support staff and the administration. They've been awesome. And so it's easy when you just sit around, if you just listen to people around you, they can influence you and make you a better person. And so thank you to everyone here and everyone involved in the media. I know I like to hang out with you guys and talk about how I wish I had a goatee to cover up my double chin, stuff like that. So thank you for laughing at all my jokes and humoring me. So I enjoy all my relationships with everybody. I'm a people person, so I like to hang out with people and get to know them. And so finally, I just want to express my love to all the fans. My wife said that the last day or so was probably one of her favorites, and my family, and she called it a love bomb from all the fans. And it's hard to leave when you have something so special, and you have amazing people that support us. And so I'm just grateful that I get to be around the amazing fans, and to make things easier, we'll just quit all the drama, and I'm here, that way people don't have to stop in the middle of the road. It's not safe, and roll the windows down and yell at me to stay. There was a student that sat out here by my parking spot with a sign, and I asked him how long he was waiting there, and he said a couple hours. He had no idea when I was going to be there, and gave him a hug and took a picture of him. But the fans all over the place. It's super special when social media can be toxic and dangerous sometimes and so negative. Thank you for making it a loving place where my children can feel proud of their dad. And I could just be really proud of the friends that I got to make and the memories. And so those are things that we get to hang on to forever. And so I still have a goal of hugging every fan, every BYU fan. I got close in the last 10 years, but I feel like there's going to be more. So anyways, I want to get back to the game and the focus on the game. That's the goal here. I think that we can. I'm a low maintenance guy, so as you can see, I just came from practice, so this is what I wear. It's all free, and so I just plan on just just to get the focus back on the boys, back on us playing Texas Tech and this amazing conference with the Big 12, with a great commissioner like Brett Yormark, and looking forward to the matchup against Texas Tech this weekend. And let's have more fun with that, and we can just I can answer the questions from you guys, but we can just move on and know that this is settled and get back to the game. So love you guys. Go Cougs. Appreciate it. Questions?
How hard was it to make this decision?
I just really never. I mean, I've been here a while, and for 10 years, I've had a lot of people that have been interested in talking, and I think that a lot of them have been aggressive, and it's one of those moments where you kind of, for me, it's like I never really thought about leaving ever, but I'm also a competitor, and I want to be able to take care of people, and this is just one of those moments where I felt like, us being in the Big 12, if we can make the right moves, and I don't really need to do this anywhere else. I can do it here, and I feel like we've got some great momentum, and I want to keep focused on the culture, but really, really tough, but not really that tough either, So I think for me it was, I don't know, after people start talking about it, it was. I talked about the love bomb. It was this amazing feeling of appreciation from everybody. I don't know how you can leave that, man. I just don't know how you can walk away from it, and it's not really about the money, but there is an opportunity for me to take care of my players and my staff, and that make sure that we're all headed the right direction, what we want to accomplish. It's our third year in the Big 12. I feel like we've made some really cool moves, and we're in a place now that we've never been before, but I think we can really accomplish a lot of things, especially with Brian Santiago as our AD. We can be aggressive and get after some things and be the best we can, not just on the field, but also off the field. So, yeah, I don't know if I can answer that right by saying it was rough, but also easy.
Brian, you mentioned that this was a deeper investment from the athletic department and the football program. What are some of the particulars of that deeper investment?
Well, the investment in, first and foremost, our head coach. You want to make sure that your head coach feels valued. But like I mentioned before, Kalani's totally committed to building a program that is not only championship driven, but to do it the BYU way. So his focus was making sure that we made an investment in his coaching staff, make an investment in the players to make sure that we give him the resources he needs, but he wants it spread over the whole program. And if you're going to chase greatness and do it in a unique way, you have to be invested all the way, because one of the things that we're committed to is that we're climbing the mountain. We're chasing greatness. We're doing it the BYU way, and if we're going to sustain it, we're interested in the long game and the long-term sustainability of our program. We're not just trying to win a few games for now. Last I checked, and I've said this a few times, a lot of people talk about our competitive juices and how they flow. The last 7 or 8 months since I've been named the AD, I haven't had anybody call me or email me and say, hey, can you guys be mediocre? Everybody is interested. Cougar Nation everywhere in the world is interested in what's going on. We just found out the last 3 or 4 days, we've literally heard from people all across the world of how invested they are, and then their message is, if you're going to chase greatness like this, if you're going to invest in the program, the whole program, all the way, facilities included, we are driven to have our facilities be second to none. If you're going to invest in the whole program, we're in. Cougar Nation, all across the world, we're in. Let us know what you need. And that's been super heartwarming. And I see people even in this room the last few days that have just sent clear messages. We're all in for this program.
Kalani, it wasn't that long ago that you were sitting next to Tom Homo having a conversation like this along these lines, and Tom said a lot of what you said today about being invested in the whole program. Is this a sign that was unprecedented, that you have to do this? Is it a sign of how much the playing field is changing, how quickly everything's accelerating across the industry?
Yeah, I think that's the right way to say it. I think you have policies and guidelines that you want to do things, but you have to be able to adapt to what's going on in the game. I mean, just not long ago we didn't have this type of playoff system, you know. So I think understanding that has been key. And I think Brian and Keith and the president have been amazing in the entire process. But it's also understanding that there's a vision of it. So in order to get somewhere, you have to have the vision first, and then you have to know that along the way this is what we want to get there. I mean, it's easy to just try to say let's do it all at once in one day. It just doesn't work like that. So, but the communication and being able to talk about things and seeing that there's a plan in place, that's been the key in communicating it through the entire team and the coaching staff. That's the one thing too. It's having us all be on the same page, and I feel like we're headed there. You know, you just need to hear it more. You know, and for me, I needed to hear it more from everyone and from the administration, and there's a commitment to do that. And I mean, there's also we talked about having a commitment to do other things, not just be only about football. We have to be about other things, and have to be able to serve the platform that we have, and even if other teams aren't doing it the way we do it. And so I'm committed to doing that too, and I want to make sure that our guys, the guys that we bring on this team, that they're committed to doing that, and that they know that they have to not only perform on the field but off the field, and it's required of them to be at their best. And that's so we're working there. You know, some things you have to be a little bit patient with, and other things can be done right now. And I just like the vision of it all, and the administration giving me that vision, and also leadership from the church. So I feel really positive and good about where we're headed.
Kalani, you're good friends with Joey McGuire, as you alluded to on Monday. Texas Tech, and Brandon, you weigh in on this as well, has invested heavily in player retention and we're talking about unprecedented funds. Are they an archetype you guys are aspiring to kind of follow in a way?
Yeah, with the investment that Texas
just
Tech
investment
made.
across the board.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be the same way. It's not like we take the system that Texas Tech has and we use it for here. It won't work. BYU is unique and different, so we have to do it our own way. But there's got to be there are some things that are similar, but I don't know that game plan won't work here. And then I want young men that fit the system and fit what we're trying to get done here and the mission of our team, that's in alignment with the mission of the university and in alignment with the mission of the church. And fortunately, there's a lot of young men that want to play football for that type of system and in that program. And we're finding out quite a bit in the recruiting process that we can field a really good team doing it that way. But you have to also take care of some other things, which is kind of a given, And so we're working through all of it. I like the discussions that we're having. I like the moves that we're making, and I feel good about the young men that we can bring into this program.
Kalani, you mentioned you wanted a deal that is going to help coaching staff, support staff. How does it help the coaching staff? Is it new deals also for your coordinators and things like that?
Yeah, I think it applies to everybody, and so it's important that everybody in this building feels valued, from our coaches to our support staff to our players as well. So that's the key, and so we're making that move for everyone. But when you think about it, my job isn't try to pay people so much money that they never want to leave. There's a lot of guys on our team that are going to be good quality head coaches. I noticed that when Lavelle was doing that and things are rolling, he was pumping out great NFL coaches, and I mean, Andy Reid's one of them. He's out there at Kansas City right now, and I appreciate his support, by the way, And there's a lot of people out there that have gone through the system. So I'm trying to create a place where people want to get after our coaches and they want to hire them. That's a good sign for all of us, and so there's a little bit of both. I want to be able to retain coaches, but I also want to give them opportunities to move on if that's what they want to do.
Brian, go ahead.
Go.
I was going to say, you brought up facilities being second to none.
Yeah.
What role does facilities play in this long-term investment in the Kalani and the program?
Well, you have to be in the game, and the one thing, and Kalani said it very, very well. One of the big game changers, and everyone in this room knows it, is when we joined the Big 12. It changed everything as far as the level of competition day in and day out, and the ability to compete at the very highest level and put yourself in a position like we're in right now. And Kalani's done a great job of adapting and adjusting to a brand new world of being in the Big 12. And we're super grateful for the Big 12. The other part of it, and to answer your question about facilities, is that recruiting is the lifeblood of a program. And one of the things that's been proven is that Kalani and this staff, and the reason why we have to have the right coaches in place, is because recruiting is everything. And they just signed one of the top recruiting classes in the country, got commitments from some of the best players in the country, and one of the best recruiting classes we've had. And part of bringing those young men to this campus is they want to have the resources and the facilities to be able to prepare themselves for the next level. They all have the dream. And so we want to make sure when they come to BYU that they're not sacrificing anything in their ability to prepare for a great career at BYU and beyond. And so when you start looking at our facilities, our practice fields, our stadium, the locker rooms downstairs, the weight rooms, like, we want to make sure they have the very best and that we stay in the game. We got to be competitive. And those student athletes and those prospective student athletes, they're seeing the very best as they travel around. They want to know that if they come here, they're going to have access to the best resources and the best facilities. So that's part of our commitment, is to make sure that we have those facilities in place.
But with the facilities, though, just to add on that, sorry, Brian, but the most important facility is game day and game night, and what happens there. It's a spectacle. It's awesome. It's beautiful, and so we focus on that. All the other stuff, we need it, and there's some things that you need and some things that are required. That's the stuff I'm focused on. If a young man wants to come here because of a building, and I don't know how good of a player he's going to be, So we're going to have what's needed and the necessities. We don't need to be extravagant, So that's not our style, anyways. We're a tough-nosed program, and like I said, if a young man has to go somewhere because it's a beautiful building, I'd love to play against him, So we'll stick to our standard and our identity, but there are some things that we can make it easier for them to be at their best, and that can be at their peak performance level, and they can do a lot of things. That's the stuff we're going to really invest in.
Brian, it's well documented. You're a competitive person.
Yeah.
How does it feel to kind of win this competition when big hitters are swinging for your guy, Tom's guy that you guys brought in over a decade ago to win against the best, unlimited resources, along with Keith and Shane and those that had the decisions? How does that feel to win?
I didn't view it like that. Going into this, we had a lot of conversations about the program and about making sure that he feels valued at BYU. And one of the things that we're all competitive, but my responsibility as the athletic director is to have the best coaches in the country for BYU. And there's nobody better in all of football for BYU than Kalani Sitake. So our investment was, let's make sure that we do everything we can to retain Kalani Sitake. We never wavered. We had a lot of great conversations, but that was the motivation. It wasn't to win. It was to make sure that we have the best football coach in America that aligns perfectly with BYU and the church, and there's nobody better than Kalani Sitake. And so that was the focus, is to make sure that we invested in the right person. And when you've been in something for 10 years, in the trenches, through the good, the tough, you find out real quick who you want to go to battle with. And if we're going to go to battle, I'm going to battle with this guy. I'm walking the path with this guy. And so that was the motivation. It wasn't to win, but I'm grateful we won.
Brian, how does this change the expectations now for the program, this significant investment?
I think the expectations are already set by Kalani and his vision and passion for excellence. He's built something really, really special, and we wanted to give him the resources to be able to sustain it. There were a lot of people for a long time that said, number one, we would never be in a power conference, and number two, that we would never be in this position. But we believe, and he believes. And the expectations for this program are set by him and our vision to be great and to bring positive light to this incredible university and positive light to, especially in this time of season, to the Savior. That's who we are. We're unashamed about it. And this athletic department, this university, our passion is to be perfectly aligned with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and be perfectly aligned with the leadership, with Keith and President, and all the way from top to bottom. And that's why I'm excited, because I feel like we're all in it together. And that doesn't happen everywhere, but it's going to happen here.
Kalani, if you can put it into words, from playing here, coaching here, becoming a true member of this community, what does BYU mean to you?
Yeah, I already cried enough tonight.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I don't know. It's a way of life, you know, and so, and I don't know. It's awesome because it's family, and just everyone being at their best. It's having wonderful example like the Savior to follow, you know, and also realizing that we don't have to be perfect. That's been the key. I think what I love from our guys is I ask them to just try everything they got. The effort and energy will dictate everything for us. And but if it's about perfect, we haven't played a perfect game yet, but we're going to try. And so if we can just, the BYU way is for us to do it together and not to and to rely on each other. I don't have all the answers. I remember 10 years ago when I got the job, I asked everyone to help me out, you know, and I think it was a call to all of Cougar Nation to help me recruit. That's still going on. I still need that, you know. But the thing that I'll tell you is exactly when you ask me, it's what happened with the outpouring of love. That's BYU, you know. And imagine how what social media can be if we continue to follow the path of positivity and uplifting people. And I think it was something that was really beautiful that our fans did for me. I can tell you it made me feel really good. And I think we should do it more often for everyone and maybe turn it to a much more positive experience.
As you both, just one more question, then we're going to bring up Tanner and Chase, two of our senior captains. We'll make them available for a couple questions.
As you both know, in all virtually big-time football programs, the head coach has executive decision-making ability. Was Kalani granted that in this deal?
Kalani always has decision-making capability for his program. One of the things when you start talking about alignment is there are very few things that we disagree on when we talk about the direction of this program and where it's going, and we make decisions together. We make decisions together, and when there needs to be additional input, there's input. But Kalani always has decision-making capability for his football program. That's why we invest in him, because he makes sound decisions, and that's why we're in the position we're in. This excellence just didn't happen by chance. This has been happening for some time, and the way he's built it the right way. We're just super excited. And what I'm really excited for, and he mentioned it earlier, I'm excited for Cougar Nation. I think people are going to find out when that roof blows off on Saturday when our team runs on the field. People are gonna feel what we all feel for this place and for this program, and we're extremely grateful for Kalani and his entire staff. And when I say entire staff, I'm looking around, I see all my staff that's been in the trenches here for the last little while, but these coaches and all of them that are here and that aren't here. I'm just gonna say this real quick. The start of the year, we went to Media Day together and we sat and watched the movie F1 together with a bunch of the players. And that celebration in the back room when they won, even those that weren't out on the track, That's what's happening here. That's the culture that he's created. Everybody feels a part of it, and they feel valued, and we're going to keep building this thing.
Appreciate it.
Let's go.
Thank you, guys.
All right, let's be out.
Yeah. Let the handsome guys come in and answer questions.